Welcome to JewishTV.media. Today our topic is challenges. One of the problems that we all have when we conduct our life and we try to conduct ourselves in a suitable fashion to do the right thing, and in many instances we may go out of our way to make this world a better place, to make our society a better place. And then we encounter challenges, significant challenges, and we think to ourselves, if I am trying to do the right thing, wouldn't Hashem make it much easier for me to achieve my goals? After all, if what I'm doing is trying to fulfill the will of Hashem, our Creator, and in preparing our world for the highest level of revelation, which we know it is our task to prepare the world for the coming of Mashiach, certainly Hashem should help us and assist us in such a fashion that we shouldn't have challenges in being able to live that type of life and to conduct those type of activities. And so many times we see that all of a sudden we are confronted with challenges which seem to cause us to question totally our whole role, our whole existence, and our whole purpose in what we want to achieve in life. This is a topic that the Rebbe has addressed many times. And in one very famous talk, the Rebbe spoke about Noach. As we know, that Noach was the person who Hashem chose to recreate the world after the Mabul, after the big flood. Hashem decided that the world needed cleansing, the world was full of immorality, the world was full of evil, and he therefore wanted to destroy the world as it was at the time. But of course, Hashem did not want the world to come to an end. So he found a tzaddik, who was Noach, from whom the world was going to be rebuilt. And he chose Noach and his family, instructed him to build an ark in which there will be all of the species will come together, and from whom a new world will be created after the flood. And we are told that during the time that Noach was in the ark, there was a period of time in which Noach was actually suffering, and as we find in the Posuk, Vayishoyer ach Noach v'asher itoi bateva ach Noach, and the Rashi says that he was spitting blood because he did not treat the lion properly. He caused the meal time to be overdue, and he was suffering, and he was spitting blood from all of the burdens that he had. It was extremely difficult. So the Rebbe says, what kind of a business is it? Hashem has chosen Noach to be the person with whom the world will be recreated. And Noach has the task of looking after the remnant of humanity and the chosen of those animals from whom a new world will be rebuilt. So wouldn't we imagine that Hashem should make it easy for Noach? Wouldn't we imagine that Hashem should make sure that the animals should all be docile and that they should all cooperate totally and completely? But the reality was otherwise. The reality was that it was a major burden for Noach, and he found it very difficult to cope. So the Rebbe explains that this is really a prototype. This is an example of all of mankind's tasks that will be taking place subsequently. Every single person, in his way, has the task of Noach of rebuilding the world in any single way possible. But at the same time, the success that we have is coupled with the challenges that we are presented with. And those challenges are not an indication that we are not fulfilling our job. Those challenges are not an indication that we are not in the right place at the right time, but adrabah. The reverse is true. The challenges that we have, that Hashem gives us, is an indication that we are doing what is necessary. And the challenges that we need to deal with is part and parcel of the process. And the more challenges, the more successful, ultimately, the task will be. And this is a very important lesson that the Rebbe continued to emphasize and to share with whoever wanted to listen, that for us to know, to appreciate, to understand that Hashem is the essence of good, and there is nothing that Hashem provides for us, and there are no challenges that Hashem presents us with, which are not ultimately for our benefit and to assist us in our mission in this world. Thank you.
JewishTV.media